I'm Desiree Fultz. Today we're talking about Sun in the fifth house. The Sun is at home here, as this is the house of Leo. The fifth house is ruled by the Sun. So it's very warm and generally at its empowerment here. It's in its rulership. So this house has to deal with children and the expression of the inner child. So a lot of times people who have the Sun in the fifth house end up working with children in some way, whether they're in daycares or they're teaching as a teacher in school, or they just have a lot of their own children. They're going to be mentoring and surrounding themselves with children at some point in their life, whether they like it or not. I know a couple of people with the Sun in the fifth house, and they definitely have the admiration of children. No matter where they go, I see kids crawling up into their lap and really are interested. They're just fascinated by them. They see their ability to lead young minds. And not only that, but the fifth house Sun is very creative. I see a lot of artists and musicians with this placement. They're all about expressing that authentic voice inside. And they usually have some very unique and original ideas that haven't really come from copying somebody else's ideas or copying somebody else's art, but it's more expressive and genuine to that person's actual personality. And of course, the Sun, however it's aspected, can flavor the way that that Sun expresses itself in the fifth house. It's the house of joy. So people with the Sun in the fifth house love parties, they love gatherings, they love bringing people together. They may be the parent that throws awesome parties for their kids for their birthdays, or has big Christmas celebrations, or just wants to bring their friends together in a bonfire. They're going to be the ones who are hosting gatherings to bring people together. They're going to be giving escape and fun and enjoyment. So if you know somebody with the Sun in the fifth house and they're the life of the party, then they're living true to their form. The Sun here really enjoys expressing the voice of the inner child, the voice of honest authenticity. So these generally tend to be people who say it like it is. They're warm in their expression, they like to have tact, but they're also very honest. Not as honest as a Sagittarius heavy person, unless maybe you have Jupiter aspecting this Sun, and then they're really going to be honest. But there's a warmth to that honesty, and there's a natural leadership to this person when it comes to fun and parties and creativity. The fifth house is also associated with risks that we take, gambles in life. So sometimes people with the Sun in the fifth house are lucky in gambles and risks that they take, whether that be creative risks in creating a new style or starting a new trend that's cutting edge, and they take that risk and it turns out to be good for them, or whether it means taking a risk in a new business, or however that Sun is aspecting. You can generally see where that Sun, where that luck with the Sun is going to be aspecting, or where it's going to be flavoring or affecting by the aspects that are touching it. But the main point is, people with Sun in the fifth house are here to have fun, they're here to have joy, and they're here to express themselves. I'm Desiree Fultz. Check out the next video about Sun in the sixth house.